Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney. In today's video we are going over how I set up my 2022 reading journal. So hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Here we have not only my reading journal, but also just like my journal. Like I use this every day in so many facets of my life, and I am so excited to go through it and show you what I've done this year. I really love it, and I think that it is a little bit minimal, but it's also something that I know that I will be able to keep up with throughout the whole year, because my issue, guys, last year, if you remember my old bullet journal video, I ended up not going through with it. Like I quit in like March or April. I wasn't able to keep up with it. I am just a very busy person, so creating all of those spreads in my last journal just wasn't feasible for me. I did not have the time to sit down and fill out everything that I had previously created. So this year I decided to cut it down a lot and focus on what I knew that I needed and what I knew didn't work last year and what I wanted to change for this year. So I'm very excited. Let me just tell you all about it. This right here is my Archer and Olive journal. I only really buy from Archer and Olive, and it's just super high quality. I love their journals so much. And I had already started using this journal last year, and I was only like 10 pages into the journal, so I didn't want to just buy a new one and then throw this journal away, because I love this design. I love this one so much. It's a perfect size. So I just flipped the page and started a new one for 2022. And let me just show you. So we will open it. Here it is though in all of its glory. It's so pretty. So we have the "This Book Belongs To" page. Sid, it, me, there I am. And then in the first bit, it's gonna be what I used it for last year. So I just used it for journaling and poetry, whatever I needed to write, stream of consciousness type thing. But let's go right into 2022. So let me get rid of that little flag. Here is my little title page. I love it. Everything that you see here or in the future pages besides the washi tape, it is from a company called The Seasonal Pages. I will leave her link down below. She is an absolute angel. And I do have a discount code for her shop. If you want to check it out, my code is Sid. She has a bunch of really cute things on her website. So just check it out if you want to. But here is the cute little title page that I created. And then right next to the 2022, I went ahead and did like my intentions of the year. Some goals that I had for personal and health, as well as bookish goals, creative and mental goals, and then social goals. I mean, if you really want to pause and read through them, you're more than welcome to. A couple of my bookish goals are a little bit lofty. It would just be very cool, but I'm very grateful for every single one of you that decides to join me on this weird, crazy journey that I'm on. And my most important goal for me is I want to try to get to 100 patrons on my Patreon channel, because my patrons are my family, and I really love the little space that we've created over there. So if you wanted to check it out, the link is down below if you wanted to. But yes, this is the homepage, so to say, for my 2022 journal, and we can turn the page and just keep going. And this, oh wow, speaking of, I kind of forgot that this was the first one, is my spread for my Patreon channel. So it is called The Greenhouse. It's very cute. And over here we just have like weekly things that I want to keep track of, monthly things that I want to keep track of, and then I have like a whole open space for planning and just notes that I want to take. And then over here we have my spread for my Nightcrawler book club. And every month we have a official pick of the month, which this month in January it was All of Us Villains. And then we also have a buddy read pick of the month, which this month it is The Sword of Kaigan. And then every month we go do a live show to talk about the previous month's choices. And I just wanted to have enough space to kind of list what the choices are and what day and time that month's worm chat is what we call it. So we're wrapping up that book and that series both on the same day at 11 a.m. on January 22nd. So I just really liked this. I think that it's going to be really easy to come back and see what the choices were each month and what time the worm chats are, all of the things. I liked this layout. I think it looks very cute. I like the pink and green. The pen was giving me a lot of grief. You can't really see it too well over here. I might go over it again, but overall, I'm very happy with it. I think it's cute. And then the next spread we have is, oh boy, my series tracker. I actually just filmed a video talking about all of my unread and unfinished series, and this is where that list came from. So I have my series tracker over here, and then over on this right side, we have my pages read. I'm gonna fill out like a little bar each month to see how many pages I read that month and just, you know, see how my year went, see what months I was most productive or what months I was most distracted. And I just thought that this little layout was kind of cute. The leaves and little sparkles reminded me of like Legend of Zelda. I don't know if that's just me, it could just be me, but that's what where my mind went. And I think it's really cute. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The next one is my video ideas page. Obviously, it looks like head empty, no thoughts, but I just have to fill it out. I have to fill more out, but I got this idea from Boston a couple years ago, actually, and I used it last year in my journal, and I'm using it again this year because I just think it's perfect. I think it's an adorable way to keep track of ideas, just have like little post-it notes on a bulletin board, so to say. So yeah, and this is a perfect time, guys. If you ever have any video requests or things that you would love to see me do, please comment them down below. I can add them to my little bulletin board because that would be super cool. I'm always looking for ideas. I want to do things that I like filming, but I also want to do things that you guys want to watch. So let me know what you're thinking. And then the very next spread, it goes into my spin the bottle tally as well as my buzzwordathon kind of spread and tracker. So over here, every month I do my spin the bottle TBR and I keep a tally of how many times I land on each space. So the tally will go over here, and every fifth time that I land on a space, I have to add another spin at the end of the game. So this is just a nice way to keep track of it, a very pretty way to keep track of it. I'm also adding a new element into my spin the bottle game this year that I actually want to like add a page right here. I kind of want to like add a little like Dutch door or something. More to come on that because I'm gonna try to add that this next month in February, but I'm very excited about that. So try to tune in for the February TBR because I think that it's going to be really cool, a lot of fun. So, well, at least for me, a cool way for me to enhance my reading, basically. But anyways, coming back into this right side, we have the buzzwordathon, and I know that in the first 2 months, I already know what I'm going to be reading. So January is the 5 W's. I read Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shannah Maguire. And then we have February, which is pronouns, and I'm going to read All of Us Villains. Now I know you're like, Sydney, I thought that All of Us Villains was January's book club pick. And you're right, it totally is. But I have a thick TBR this month in January, so I'm going to read All of Us Villains like first this month in February, and then obviously have it done in time for our live show on the Patreon to chat about it. But yes, so I have kind of some ideas in pencil written for the rest, but I don't want to commit yet because I don't know where I'm gonna be in these months, you know? Like I need to have some options. And another thing with the Buzzwordathon is last year I tried to do a year-long vlog for the Buzzwordathon. I ended up losing some footage and ultimately scrapped the video because it was just getting too difficult to keep track of. I am trying again this year, so be on the lookout in December, hopefully, for a year-long vlog for this. We're giving it another shot. But anyways, the next spread on the next page is my to be read monthly. So if you remember, last year I did a double page spread of two huge bookcases, and I was gonna fill in like all the books that I read that year. That I literally filled out 2 books. The first 2 books I read that year, and then I just never came back to it. So what I'm doing is doing monthly shelves, and I think that it's going to be phenomenal. I think I'm going to be able to keep up with it, and I think it's going to look really, really good when it's all done. So I have January, February, March, and so on and so forth. And this month I have already finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and I wrote them on the spines of the books, and I will eventually color them in. I have a key down here of I'm gonna put like physical or physical and audio or just audio or Kindle, and I will color them in accordingly. And I will probably have like a number at the top of each book to see like what I rated them. And then this obviously continues to go to the rest of the year. And then I'm gonna have like a big shelf for like best of 2022, which I'm very excited to see what will end up here. But yeah, I really like this idea, for me at least, more than the full bookshelf. This just seems a lot more manageable. simple, you know? I just think that it's gonna be a lot easier for me to keep track of, and I think it'll look really, really good when it's all done. And the next one is kind of like an adult spread. It's just like money and bills. So I have like my mortgage, my car payment, my car name is Fennel, and then like gas, electric, cards, health insurance, all of the super fun things that you all have to look forward to. If you're not a full-blown adult yet, don't do it, it's a trap. And then I don't know what this is, but I'm sure I'll use this for something. Maybe something with the house. This might be like a tracker for how much money we spend on our home renovation or something. But then I think that's pretty much it, because the next spread is like January. It's the month spread. And this is kind of the spread that I use every month because it has everything I need. It's just a overview of the month, things that I need to do, and then planning for the month or planning for next month. It's a little bare right now. I've been a little busy. The next thing that I did was I went ahead and pre-drew all of my month boxes so that I don't have to worry about them all year. That was my biggest accomplishment, really, because now it's like it's all done. These things, they look simple, but it takes so much time to create these little templates. And now the time that I would have spent on creating the boxes, now I can spend maybe on decorating the month or just keep it super simple like I have been. But regardless, I am very happy with it. I am very excited that these are all done. And then after the December, that's when it starts as my daily. I just want to keep it manageable for myself because I try to write in my journal at least once a day, whether it be just like one line of something that I'm grateful for, or I wake up and try to write a couple things that I want to get done for the day. But yeah, I think that is all that I have to show you with this little journal of mine. I'm very excited about it. I'm really happy with how it turned out this year. It's not too much, it's not too little. I think that I'm going to be able to keep up with it, and ultimately am excited to see how it looks at the end of the year and do a little flip through with you guys then. And that's all I have. So thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. If you are still watching, then leave the little pencil emoji down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.